Okay, here are the notes for 6th hour, October 1st, 2019. This is lesson 1.2. These are the notes for example number 3. Example number 3 are the mixture problems. Okay, so remember, at any time during this video, if you need to stop or slow the video down to finish your notes, take your notes. Okay, these are my favorite types of problems. Being mixture problems, maybe it might be easier if you think about them that we have 3 jars. Okay, we have 3 jars. We're adding 2 jars together to equal a 3rd jar, or maybe it's chemistry, so they're beakers, whatever. Draw some container. So we put the content, okay, in the top of the container. We can write the content or the amount of content, like if it's a 10% solution, whatever, in the top, and how much of it, like 2 liters or 3 liters or whatever, in the bottom. Now, the reason why we do this is it helps set up our problems. Then we can have an equation. Okay, it helps us set up the problems. So we have content times amount plus content times amount equals content times amount. Okay, again, at any time during this video, if you need to stop it or pause it to get your notes caught up, stop it or pause it to get your notes caught up. Okay, the first example here. Okay, notice I read the problem. It says Lisa Harmon is a chemist. She needs a 20% solution of alcohol. She has a 15% solution on hand, as well as a 30% solution. How many liters of the 15% solution should she add to 3 liters of a 30% solution to obtain her 20% solution? Okay, lots of words. Break it down, make it simple. You can read it. You know that it's going to be a mixture problem. So I already drew my 3 containers. Okay. Now I'm going to start reading it for detail. She needs a 20% solution. So since she needs a 20% solution, that goes in what we're equaling. Okay. Now I am making a note to myself that is 20% alcohol. She has a 15% and a 30%. So those are the 2 that she's mixing together. She has a 15% and a 30%. Okay? Then we start reading it. It says, how many liters of the 15%? So that's why we put an X under the 15. How many liters? It says mixing that to 3 liters of a 30%. Okay? So far, this is everything that the problem gives us. It says there's X liters of 15%, 3 liters of a 30%, and we want to get a 20%. Okay, if you think about doing some math here, X plus 3 means we have X plus 3 liters for our total answer. Okay, now set up the problem. 15X plus 30 times 3 equals 20 times the parentheses X plus 3, and we're on the way to solve. Combine like terms, multiply what needs to be multiplied, solve the equation, get all the X's on one side by themselves, numbers without X's get on the other side by themselves. So 30 equals 5X, divide by 5, 6 equals X. Okay, 6 equaling X. Go back to the question, label it. That's 6 liters of 15% alcohol. Okay, so always go back to the equation or to the problem, read it, make sure you answered the question. Okay, hopefully that's pretty straightforward. There are other types of problems that we have as well. I'll let you read this one. It's kind of dark. It says alcohol mixture. It says Bo Glasser wishes to strengthen a mixture from 10% to 30% alcohol. How much pure alcohol should be added to 7 liters of the 10% mixture? Okay, so we read it. He has 10%. He wants to get, okay, what he wants to get 30%. Okay, so I know that I'm going to be drawing my jars. Okay, what goes in the jars? He has 10%. He wants to get 30%. So has goes on the left side. What he wants to equals is the 30% on the right side. Okay, now the trick to this problem, pure alcohol. What percent alcohol is pure alcohol? 100%. Okay, there might be other questions that you do that maybe you have antifreeze and they tell you percents of antifreeze and you're adding water. What percent water or what percent alcohol is water? Well, water is 0% alcohol. So maybe you're going to put a 0 for the percent, and 0 times anything is 0. That container would just cancel out. But follow the rules here. Draw your jars, and it's hard to go wrong. Okay, finish this one up. How much pure? So that's the X to 7 liters of the 10%. Okay, so X plus 7 would be how much we have left. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video right here. I believe this gives you everything that you need to be able to solve this. Make sure you're checking Canvas. You're going to be doing the mixture problems that start on page 94 and continue on to page 95, and we will grade those at the beginning of class tomorrow.